Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to another 7 Deadly Sins video. So today we're going to be going over, I always click the wrong button. We're going to be going over the 2 new banners, and I'm going to kind of give you my opinions and thoughts on them and determine whether or not you should summon. Obviously I'm a little late, but I had to work this morning. So the first one is Zaratras, and really the only reason you would need Zaratras is if you're trying to absolutely go top tier in Final Boss DN. Honestly, Zaratras is not very good on any other front, and he's really just not got a whole lot going for him. On paper, his moves are actually, like, they seem good because he has a shatter move that does 300% attack on all enemies, and then his other move is ignores defense, and it's 500 attack on one enemy. I mean, that sounds good. And even his ult has charge, which ignores defense, and it's 700% of attack on one enemy, and obviously it scales, but honestly, he's just not really that good. He's not really got a whole lot of use case. I mean, if you want to pick him up and try him out, you could, but I would definitely recommend skipping this one. It just doesn't really have a whole lot going for it. Plus, he's literally, it's only just one unit featured on it, and there's a whole bunch of other like crappy units that are just stuck in the banner. So I mean, even then, it's not really that good of a banner, and I mean, you know, he's just not very good. So other than that, I do want to look at this banner and determine whether or not you should spend any actual gems on the banner, because there are 2 new banners out. So they're trying to entice you here with the 7%, but the problem is if it was just these characters that were, like, you know, on the banner, that would be great. But they, after you get past the rate up characters, it's a whole bunch of crap, like they tend to do. So they added a whole bunch of extra just crappy units when they could have just made these units higher percentage, in my opinion, which that's kind of dumb. Like, that's a really dumb move. I wouldn't have done that, but then again, they're in the business of making money, so what do I know? Obviously, we're getting a bunch of tickets for these. I definitely recommend you save until you get 10 tickets before you do any summons, so that way you get the 11th pull on it. That would be actually kind of nice to have, because the rates are so much better on this banner. But other than that, I really don't recommend spending gems on this, because there's obviously a, you know, collaboration going on JP right now, and we're probably going to be getting it within the next couple of weeks or so, and I'm sure within, you know, maybe even next week or the week after that, I'm sure we're going to be getting Gloxinia or Zaratras probably coming out soon, because they actually have outfits for this new semester event that's going on, and I don't know why they're starting this event without those characters in the game, but I can only assume that means they're coming very soon, so that way they can give those characters the costumes. So I don't know, just be wary. Obviously there's a bunch of stuff coming out in the future that might be worth more to you than spending your diamonds on these 2 banners, because I mean, really, this one's lackluster, nothing really great on it. And then if they would have just made it these characters only, like if they would have just made it the rate up characters, I would be a little bit more enticed to do it. But even then, it's not even the, like the last banner that was 7% was a coin shop banner. So it had like units that you would normally have to spend 7 platinum coins on. That's a little bit more enticing to me. The only thing in here that's even worth anything to me is I don't have this green Deanne, which isn't a huge deal because she's not good anyway. And I mean, obviously getting dupes for Escanor is always a plus. But other than that, like, I don't know, like Demon Meliodas is okay if you don't have him. Or, you know, if you're just a newer player and you don't have some of these characters, and you're not looking for, like, you don't really care about the new collab that's coming up or anything like that, I don't know, this might be a good banner for you to go in on. But for everybody else who's been playing a while and you have most of these characters, or all of the characters for that matter, I would skip. It's not worth getting dupes for those characters, in my opinion. Maybe Escanor's worth it, and I mean, even Meliodas isn't really that crazy with dupes. So I mean, I don't know, just my own personal opinion. Obviously you guys have to take into account like what your situation is, how many diamonds you have, you know, if you're free to play, etc., etc. But those are just my 2 cents. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, keeping it short, and I'll feel free to subscribe for more content in the future. I feel like I have to say that, but other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one.